My name is Beth Albright. I'm a visual effects supervisor at Pixar Animation Studios. I just finished up as the VFX supervisor for Hoppers,
Hoppers, huh? We put this into this.
but prior to that, I worked on a lot of films at Pixar. Luca,
What's wrong with you, stupido?
Elio,
I like you, and you seem fine to me.
Brave,
Merida, stop!
Monsters University,
I'm officially a college student!
Toy Story 3, Coco.
Anything to declare?
As a matter of fact, yes.
I'm probably leaving out some, but my educational background is I started out with a fine arts degree from the University of Notre Dame in Indiana in the United States. And then I got a graduate degree at The Ohio State University in digital animation and visualization. I really didn't know anything about visual effects until I got started working in animation, which I was interested in just because I liked movies and cartoons. And my initial experience there was that I discovered in the 90s that there was an animation studio in my hometown making a 2D animated film for Warner Brothers. And that turned out to be Space Jam.
You know that your friends are cartoon characters? Yeah.
And I ended up becoming a summer intern and shooting pencil tests on that movie. And that's how I started to learn about animation. At work, I have just a variety of different kinds of things that happen in a day. But on these movies, when they're in full production, there are lots of departments. Everybody's moving, doing different things. And my ultimate job is to have a big picture view of what all of the technical department's needs are in order to complete their portion of the movie, and to work collaboratively with each of those departments and the production designer and the director to figure out how we can get the best version of the director's idea onto the screen. The biggest challenge often is not really the technology part, but sometimes it's more how the people want to work together. Everybody feels very strongly about their creative ideas and wants to do their job very, very well, usually to the 150% of what anyone else would do. And sometimes we have to make hard decisions about what part of the work is going to sit in which department or with which individual, or what the best way is to do something. And every film is like its own little culture and community that has to be built from the beginning. And even if you've worked with those people before, when you start over on a new project with a few people are different, you have to start that recipe all over again to get people to really kind of come together as a group. We had a few challenges. Just from the beginning, there's so much going on in this movie. There's so many characters.
And they were in the same den.
No.
I understand you.
What you doing later?
This is incredible!
Pixar's done a lot of movies where we have two species, like humans and something else, like dogs or fish or skeletons or giant red pandas. But we haven't done a movie before this where we had 35 different skeleton types, different types of animals.
Hey, what's your name, Beaver?
Babel?
You want to live here, you better learn pond rules.
What are pond rules?
Oh, I am clearing the rest of the day. Let's hear it for Mabel, everyone.
That's a lot of work for rigging and character design. It's a lot of work for the animators because they have to learn how each of these different animal rigs works. And then that all flows into the crowds department where they have to take all of those things and make many, many, many more of all of those things. So at every level, the movie just kept getting more and more complex. Also, natural world environments are the most complex type of environments that we make, so that was very complex. And then we had large-scale effects going on as well, and then we decided to launch into this paintbrush project to sort of stylize how some of our backgrounds looked, and that added a whole other level of complexity for lighting and compositing.
Rule number 1, don't be a stranger. Looking good, Fran. Tom, Laquan, Tamara, Prudence, Pete, Peter, Petey.
Yeah, it's crowded, but we're still alive.
So I think one of the biggest challenges was just the scope of everything that we were doing, trying to keep that all within a bound that we could complete in the time that we had. We do use AI techniques in denoising our rendered images and sometimes in rescaling images, that type of thing, but we didn't use any generative AI in the making of this movie, and it was actually really enjoyable while a lot of the discussion of AI is going on to come in every day and work and create things with an amazing team of experts. Technology is always changing, and at Pixar, we're certainly curious about what's to come and interested to see what it might bring in terms of expediting some parts of the pipeline that are maybe not so efficient or take the artist's time away from working on the movie. I think we would all love to have more time to iterate on the creative part of the movie and spend less time on the jobs that are just kind of like the busy work part of production. So I hope that it changes in a way that we are freed up to add more time to the actual creative making of the movie and less time like doing spreadsheets or checking the details of things in the database or that kind of stuff.
How did he get a little crown?
That's your question?
Fellow animals! The humans have stolen their last inch of land from us.
There he is.
We gotta fight back!
Well, I'm very fond of this one, I have to say. I love the story. I love the characters. Working on Hoppers has been just such fun, and I worked with such an amazing group of people. I think my biggest highlights are when I have an opportunity to work with someone who is developing new skills, and by the end of a project, they are doing something that they didn't necessarily think they could do, and it's really elevating the film and elevating that person's experience. That's what's super rewarding to me. I think some of the things that were very, very tough, I worked as a groomer and a shader in the characters department for many years, and the hair pipeline, hair grooming has always been fairly complex, and there were many many projects in the grooming universe where we would have days and days of trying to get something to work correctly and not have it come out the way we could see in our mind, and really have to work hard on it. I think those tools are getting better, but I'd say that's been one of the toughest things.